My dwarf is answering.
Craig. This is going to be an adventure.
What's that scene like on that Vietnam movie where it's just like the da 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 da, and then it's like slowly dying? Platoon. I think it's Platoon.
Platoon? Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, so you are all peasants and common people from all over this region, from several different small towns and that sort of thing. You all individually felt like you were living the wrong lives. You felt that way as long as you can remember. Every single one of you has always believed that you were destined for something much greater, but has never been able to find a way to escape that mundane existence. Things have just kind of continued until the dreams began. Each one of you individually, around the same time, began to have these strange dreams of an alluring woman dressed in blue finery, face shrouded in shadows, who confirms what you've believed your whole lives, that your true destiny has been snatched away somehow. And in a strange ghostly tapestry of indistinct voices, she says, "Become my ally, and your enemies shall become my enemies. Together we shall take back the life that was promised to me by the stars. Come and find me at the cliff." And these dreams continue. Each character becomes more and more detached from their lives.
It's hilarious, Shara.
What? Oh, this. I'm just blind to it because it's all of the time. There's nothing new here.
It's not unusual, it's just funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Will be immortalized in Craig's memory.
Let's see, where is... Hold on a second. I feel like... Oh, right.
Ow!
Okay, so the dreams continue night after night, and each one of you becomes more and more detached from your lives. You start to ignore your work, you have an increasingly difficult time engaging with old family, old friends. Those people start to look like jailers in the prison of your lives. Finally, the dreams are less a suggestion and more a mandate, and each of you leaves home, follows the visions, hoping to discover this mysterious cliff that you saw the woman standing before. You all travel in a daze, almost as if in a fever dream, path dictated by strange omens and portents. A couple of you are stopped by bandits along the way, intending to rob you, but seeing the looks on your faces, they choose to let the madmen and madwomen continue their journey. Eventually, your now waking visions lead all of you to arrive at the same time at a cliff overlooking the ocean.
It's pretty.
It's a crowded cliff.
Are we all playing all of our characters all at the same time?
Yeah, probably pick one to be the one you generally are speaking as, unless you say otherwise. But for now, you are everybody. Yeah, it's like the whole... It's this big group of 20 people all converge on this cliff.
Religious suicide pact! Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. So Gillick is gonna go up to the person that's like leaning closest to the edge and like grab him by the shoulders and go, ha ha, and just scare him. Gillick is the strongest and doesn't care about anything at the moment. Ha ha.
Paku laughs. It would have been funny if you let it fall!
So all of you arrive, exhausted and confused, at this cliff overlooking the ocean. The scene is exactly as it appeared in your dreams. You're suddenly grateful that this must mean you're not insane.
Yay!
And there at the edge of the cliff is the woman who has haunted your dreams for months. Standing behind a long table, incongruously set for a banquet here in this wild place. The woman is nearly 7 feet tall, wearing tattered finery of the deepest blue, and for the first time you see her face. Somehow her head is that of a statue of a woman. Her features are inanimate, softened as if rain and wind had eroded the statue head over time. In her left hand, she holds 2 severed human heads by the hair, and in her right hand she holds 3 severed human heads. As you approach, she holds all 5 up, as if to greet you with their dead faces. And then all 5 of the heads' dead eyes open, and the 5 heads speak to you in unison, each in their own voice. Welcome, brave friends. I know you have many questions, but let them wait for now. I know you must be exhausted from your journey. Sit, eat, and rest. All of your questions shall be answered this day. You notice that one of the heads, a pale-skinned outlander with bright red hair, is speaking in a language that none of you understand, a foreign tongue. And a feast is laid out before you: meat, bread, cheese, vegetables, wine. And you do notice that of every 10 of the dishes, 8 of them are fresh and delicious. 2 are visibly rotted or otherwise spoiling. There's a plate of mutton that is crawling with maggots, a bowl of berries green with fungus.
It's nasty.
And the woman in blue just remains silently waiting for all of you to eat.
Paku hobbles over and digs into the closest tray. Closest thing,
Okay.
just hands, just...
Okay.
She's a guild baker, so she doesn't get this kind of food often.
Yeah.
I'm a baker too. Walden Smiley
baker.
Salem. Oh, banker. I said baker. I'm a baker.
Baker.
Yeah, I think
Baker. Give me your money.
Asha also goes to the neck, like the closest nice looking food, and just kind of starts eating.
Okay.
Smiley Salem kind of looks at all the bread and just kind of sticks his nose out at it. Goes to the meat. He's a baker.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat other people's bread. Just by principle.
Nice. Four-fingered Maggie kind of walks behind everyone, kind of sizing up their purse, trying to decide which one is heaviest before she goes and gets some food.
Four-fingered Maggie. I love it.
Eleanor kind of just sticks her nose up and is like,
Mage wants to look over all of the food and see if she can determine like what's actually good food and what's maybe like been tampered with.
All of the dishes except the ones that look spoiled appear normal.
Okay. So she'll like hesitantly start eating like some of the good looking things.
Okay.
I think also.
Sorry,
and
Don
just
kind of
starts
waits
eating
at...
the good looking.
What was that?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry, Sadie.
No, you're good. What were you saying?
Okay. Sorry, Don kind of stands at ease until everyone sat, and then she lets everyone else, especially the weaker ones, take some of the good food, and she kind of just hangs out waiting for one of the dishes to be available.
Okay.
But she's not going to go to the maggoty stuff.
Ladies just stand.
Go, Chris, go.
Go, Chris.
Ladies just gonna stand staring at everyone hitting his chicken. Not blinking.
I love it.
And the other three.
Cecily's gonna focus more on meats,
Okay.
being raised by wolves and all.
Yeah. Oh, that
Godfrey,
dog.
the
I don't know why he's
elf
freaking
is
out.
just going to sit down at a plate of fruit and just daintily cut the apple in half and just slice all of his fruit and eat it with a fork, one piece at a time.
Dainty.
Godfrey the Truthful. Oh, my cup's empty.
So as everyone eats their fill and eventually slows down, the woman in blue once again holds up the severed heads. And oh yeah, I have a thing here. Just a second.
Oh!
She stands up and says, through all of the heads, "Thank you, friends, for taking the dangerous journey to be here today. I know each of you, your minds and your hearts, and yet I must keep my identity veiled. If I were even to think my true name, it would instantly be sensed by our enemies, and they would race here to break our fellowship and confound our plans. Please let me be known to you as the Lady in Blue. Trust that I am a friend, and not one that would mislead you. Know this. Our enemies, who are indeed the enemies of all right-thinking people of this world, have kept you from living the lives you were meant to live. Each of you was born under the wrong stars, misfortunes fostered upon you by our enemies. But I wish to be your ally. I can set this misfortune right. If you wish to have me for an ally, I ask only this, that tonight, when the full moon reaches the top of the sky, you step off that cliff and onto an invisible bridge that does not yet exist, but shall exist tonight. This bridge will take you on a long journey across the ocean. The journey shall be difficult. Some of you may not live to see its end. But those who do shall find the hole in the sky, a porthole to another world. That world is a prison. Its warden is a titan, a fierce creature that cannot be slain by mortal means. This titan keeps a prisoner in a cage made from alder wood. Its prisoner is our ally. To say her name aloud would give my presence away to our enemies." At this, the lady in blue takes a cup of wine from the banquet table and carefully pours it there on the dusty ground. For a moment, you see a word written there. Dresda. A moment later, a mass of beetles bubble up from the earth and devour the word. An instant later, they disappear, leaving only bare ground. Never speak that name aloud. Friends, I would ask that you take this bridge tonight under the full moon to the hole in the sky. Free our ally. Those who do shall be my trusted friends. And I shall set their stars right with this. The lady in blue gestures, and you hear an immense tearing noise, as if the spinning of the world itself was grinding to a halt. Incredibly, a seam opens in the morning sky, and you're looking through it into another world, one where a massive black monolith is at the epicenter of what seems like the mother of all storms. The wind blows so hard that you're all shoved back several feet, almost to the edge of the cliff. And as your eyes adjust, you see that the monolith is actually the edge of an immense black wheel. The wheel turns slowly. It seems to be made of the night sky itself. You can see stars clustered in groups or shining alone on its surface. As it spins, you feel as if reality itself might slip from beneath your feet at any moment. And despite the hurricane winds, you can still clearly hear every word that the lady in blue speaks to you. This is the Wheel of Destiny, one of the posters of the universe. For each brave friend who aids in the rescue of our ally and returns, I shall allow them to spin it once, one time, and the true destiny you were meant for shall be yours. With a gesture, the lady closes the seam in the morning sky. The winds dissipate, and you see that the remnants of the feast have all been blown into the ocean. The lady in blue stares at all of you in silence.
Gillick mourns the
No
loss
one's
of all the
got it
food. I wanted that. What were you saying, Shara?
You're like video and audio are not mixed.
What?
Then
Oh. Yeah. How about now? Is that better? Any better?
I can hear and see you just fine.
We're just having some syncing issues.
I'm singing.
Oh,
Oh,
there
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that was quite a lag. Oh man.
All right.
It's all good. It's funny.
I hate syncing problems. They're still really lagging, or is it better?
Still pretty laggy for me.
I'm gonna try. Any different now?
Still pretty laggy.
I don't. Any better now? No.
No.
Yeah, it's the video that is lagging way behind your audio.
Yeah.
Oh right. Let me see if I can. All right. I'll be right back. Record myself for a while here. Oh, good. And Firefox is installing updates on my stupid.
How rude.
Seriously, though. Okay. Coming in with the volume. Hang on. What? Strike? What? Come on. Wow, my internet is low.
But you're better.
I'm better? Okay, good. As long as I'm better, then
Looking
I'm
better.
Am I better yet?
I don't even have video from you anymore.
Ah,
Oh,
boom!
really?
Give it a second.
I've got it.
I got it.
Got it. You got it?
I'm just
Oh.
gonna I'm gonna reload and see if
Technical difficulties show.
I still
Always
have no
one.
Daniel on Talkie.
What the? I don't have you anymore, so.
Oh no, I've got both of you. What happened?
Yeah, I've got both too.
Gloom and gloom.
Oh, that was close. It's my laptop. All right, I'm gonna just lose my video feed. Wow! Yeah, okay. Let me restart my laptop. So I'm just going to lose video feed and a little video recording for a minute. But
Okay.
hey, Sokai.
Oh, good.
So we can keep talking. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lady in blue is just standing silently awaiting your answers.
Waiting our answers.
Stupid dates.
Yeah, awaiting your answers whether you agree to...
We're in.
Gotcha.
4 of us.
That was invitation. Gotcha.
Godfrey the Truthful stands up and says, I'm not excited about this, but I'm willing to take the plunge. Because I can't be anything but truthful. Professor Oops drops a cup of water and it splashes on Godfrey's leg.
You should just go through all your characters, Daniel, and go right through.
Go all through him? Okay. Gillick, absolutely! I am the bravest and the strongest of everyone here. I will take the challenge! And Walden Smiley says, beats beating bread. So Professor Oops just comes with me. Yeah, I'll go through.
Yeah, the lady in blue walks forward and holds up the severed heads, and one of the heads, the one that has been speaking in a foreign language, she holds up so that it kisses each of your foreheads.
That was...
And anyone else who agrees is treated to the same. And no sooner has the last individual been kissed than the lady in blue sinks down into the earth and in the blink of an eye is gone without a trace. It is getting on into evening. The sun is setting, but the invisible bridge will not manifest until moonrise. You may fill the hours however you please. Some of you do remember seeing signs. There's a village called Marken nearby that is a small fishing and trade village.
Like 20 of us, let's just rate it.
Let's roll the place!
I didn't do HP for these last couple of characters.
Oh,
Just realized. Oops. Let me do that real quick. And I don't remember the actual, so I'm gonna roll them.
yeah. Yeah, you may be able to buy some supplies there if you wish.
Alright, any better? Everybody see me?
I can see
Everybody
you.
hear me? Yay! Huzzah! With any luck, the technical difficulties will be over for the night.
I just wanted to go.
Oh, you're headed out? Oh, no!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like so tired.
It's alright.
Sorry.
Good night.
Hey.
I'm sorry we're basically getting to the game right when you're going to bed.
It's okay. Crystal give me highlights.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Congratulations, Chris. You're playing 8 characters.
Oh, man.
We're now into fractured zone.
Unless each of you just wants to add one of her characters to your...
I'd be okay with that.
Sure, yeah, that'd be cool.
Which was
Wait,
about
fine.
5.
Oh, that dog. Be right back, sorry.
I keep thinking about what each different one would do, and I can't decide, like, do I just jump in and start acting this one? then I get to this one,
Yeah, right?
and then I'm going to be talking the whole time, right?
That's what I did. Was like kind of just generally choose one character unless you want specifically somebody else. So I'm primarily going to be Gillick because it's someone I can really relate to. I could be Professor Oops, but he's just clumsy. That's all I think of him.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
So
everybody just...
Paku...
Sorry, everybody just take on one of Heidi's characters for now, and we'll...
Okay. Do we do that in
Everyone's-
our journal or something?
Yeah, let's see. I guess... Let's see.
Wish I could like remove my picture without like actually taking it out of the chat for everybody. You know.
If you turn off your camera, then your frame will still be there, but it won't have any video. Pretty sure.
Well, I mean, like, I don't want to see my own video.
Oh.
Somebody
I don't wanna do that.
else's. This thing.
Well, if you're in a windowed mode, just drag it so your face is off the screen.
I can't do that either.
Really?
Right now, my screen cuts into both Chris and David's screen. The way that it's set up.
Interesting.
Bizarre.
Alright, so the characters should be set to be visible to you guys now.
I get Greta!
Which one am I? Because I technically all four of Heidi, so
Yeah,
I see all.
Eleanor was the one I didn't assign to anybody else.
Okay. Cool. I will do Eleanor.
Right, so if you have money or trade goods, you could go and trade at Markin if you wanted to. It's up to you. There's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours before moonrise.
Okay. So Paku the beggar is used to just laying around all the time. So she's just gonna find a comfortable spot where she can mess with like an anthill or something, crutches, entertain herself that way. She's used to.
Okay.
And I think Four-Fingered Maggie would like to cut some purses. Or maybe just one a little bit.
Yes.
Come into this town.
So cut purses in Markin, in the town, or one of the...
Yes, in the town. In the town.
Okay. Yeah. Just trying to be clear here.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I would say that is handled.
Greta has 16 stamina.
Wow.
Insane.
Yeah, probably to try cutting purses, just make an agility check, just a d20 plus the modifier from agility.
Okay.
Oops, not recording.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
Oops.
Total of 3. No modifier.
Yeah, that does not go well. The person that whose pocket or like whose purse you're trying to cut feels you fumbling, and immediately calls for a guard, and like it says, "Guards! There's a thief!" And
Run! Try to grab one of the coins. Run!
Yeah, you are quickly pursued by 2 or 3 guards. Let's see. Make another agility check just to see if you can duck
Outrun them.
away into the shadows.
That was an 11.
Okay, yeah, you are able to slip the guards here. They're it's not a very large town. There aren't a lot of places to hide, but you're able to get out of the way quickly enough that they are not going to be able to find you. None of them got a very good look at you. So.
And I think since I think that risk is too much, so Fingered Maggie's gonna shoot back to the cliff.
Okay.
Professor Oops, being the halfling gypsy that he is, as clumsy as he is, he's going to go into the city and try and put on like a magic show.
Okay.
Like juggling acts and making things disappear and reappear.
Yeah.
Random crap.
All right. That'll be a personality check.
Awesome. Okay. It's not going to be great, but okay. What? Really? Dang. Okay. So I rolled a 13. Wow, that's not bad. I'm pretty talented.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah, so you put on a little bit of show on the street, and you don't get a whole lot of people coming by and stopping, but because it's a pretty tiny town, just this little tiny fishing and trade village, but there are enough people that you are able to make a few copper pieces are dropped in a hat or whatever you are collecting with. You get
It's totally a fez.
Yeah, a fez. You get a total of 8 copper pieces in your fez.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. Could so many people. Could Bungo, since he's a trader, go and check out what supplies he could buy?
Sure. Yeah. Looking around the trade post, there are a few people who are selling things. It's mostly just food and drink, some rope. There is a seller who crafts some fairly decent-looking leather armor. Has three suits of leather armor. There's a blacksmith that has a few very basic like swords, spears, and daggers, that sort of thing available.
Okay. We will go to the armor guy.
All right.
He's a halfling. Oh, hey! How much for the armor?
Yes, after lucky charms.
This is one suit of leather armor will run you 20 gold pieces or equivalent in trade goods.
Well, I do not have any of that at 20 silver. Thanks for the information! Ah!
Holy crap.
I don't know, I just thought of all this.
That's a good shot.
Are there any potions that healing people would have?
You have
Or
this.
anything that could help with just with HP in general, like foods or.
No. There's-
Okay.
Yeah, this
What could
a tiny little
What-
town that-
what could an herbalist do with 1 pound of herb?
with
Smoke
1
it.
pound of what?
1 pound of herbs?
Like make a whole
Brew
lot
some
of
grape
very
tea.
delicious, very delicious dinners. Like
Okay.
season some food.
Right.
Like
Okay, cool. Well, I think we'll be clever.
yeah, there could be more specific uses, but just not anything that is super likely to be helpful for
Sounds good.
brewing or anything like that.
Well,
Okay.
my guys are ready for the slaughter fest.
Cool.
Oh,
So Ruby the Trapper is gonna go into town with Sari the Soldier and Gagrada. Oh shoot, I had that pronounced in my head. Gagrada, the dwarf blacksmith, and we're gonna go shopping.
Okay.
And but Ruby has a badger pelt. She's gonna try and trade and get gold to fund a little bit of her shopping.
Okay.
Fine, badger pelt, freshly preserved and prepared.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there is any kind of value listed for that, or at least something that I could. Let's see. Yeah, you could easily directly barter with the badger pelts. There are plenty of like farmers, woodcutters, that sort of thing, who often might work for years without ever seeing a single metal coin because they just.
Gotcha. I'll just direct trade.
Yeah.
Or often.
I'm just trying to find what the value of it would be if I can. Yeah, I'm not sure where exactly I would put the value of it, but I'd say that it's probably going to be equivalent to something like let's see. I have to look on the list for something that I can use as an equivalence. Probably in the range of 30 to 40 copper pieces you'd be able to get out of it.
Right. Well, looking at the words, she's gonna a simple sword and maybe, but she has some gold copper. Well,
Yeah.
sweeten the deal.
Yeah, a sword.
Unless they're different mercenaries.
Yeah, a short sword would probably run around 7 gold pieces. A long sword would be like 10.
Okay, let's get a long sword.
Let's see, most of what you have, I think, is valued in copper pieces.
Oh wait, how much was a long sword? Gold?
Longsword is 10 gold pieces, and
crap.
there.
I was just in pieces. I installed that extra. Like, I'm rich. I'm rolling in dough.
no, what?
Yeah, stuff that you would be able to afford in the range of copper pieces is like a day's worth of rations, for instance, would run you about 5 copper pieces. That sort of thing. There's a limited amount of supply here. There's like the crafter that has probably, you'd guess, maybe 175, 200 feet of rope or so. There's plenty of food and water, but it's like a lot of like salted preserved fish, because this is mostly a fishing village, that kind of thing.
Makes sense. Okay, then I'll get a ration each of those 3 shoppers. And that was how many coppers?
5 copper pieces per day's rations.
Okay, I'll get 2 rations for each of those.
Okay. You trade over any currency and pelts or whatever you are trading towards it, and are handed some small packs of salted fish that is preserved in such a way that it would keep pretty much indefinitely, as long as you don't get the packaging wet or anything like that. It should stay.
Right. Thank you. Good doing business with you. Back to the cliff.
All right.
Guest.
Anyone else have any business in town, or?
Actually, really quick, could the halfling buy some rope really quick?
Sure. How much rope do you want to buy?
You got 20 silver. How much would like 50 feet?
50 feet is like 25 copper pieces. So.
Cool.
And there's
How much is for a silver? I don't want to do math.
one silver is 100 copper pieces, I believe.
Okay. We'll just get one silver piece of rope. How much would that be, like lengthwise?
That would be all the rope there is. That would be 200 feet of rope.
How'd you get silver? That's impressive.
Yeah,
he's a trader. Yeah, he'll do that.
Okay, so you buy out all the rope that the seller has available.
Is that 200 feet?
Yes.
And how much is it for like just a day's ration and some water?
A day's rations is 5 copper. A water skin is 5 silver pieces if you don't already have one.
He'll also get a water thing.
Okay.
All my guys will get just like the 5 copper rations, and then.
Okay.
How many coppers per silver?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I think it's 100, but I want to be sure. Yeah, let's see. No, it's 10 copper per silver, so I was wrong about that. That is
cool.
200 feet
a little
of
more
rope
accessible.
would then be, let's see, 50 feet of rope would be 2.5 silver. So 200 feet would be 10 silver pieces.
How much is just 100?
100 feet would be 5 silver pieces. Okay. Yeah, it's 10 copper pieces to a silver piece, 10 silver pieces to a gold piece.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right. Anyone else want to do any trading? Sadie, you are muted apparently because I saw you talking, but
Oh yeah. Probably been
Yeah,
trying to do
'cause
stuff this whole time.
I muted when I went to move from the desk, so I wouldn't interrupt anybody.
no.
But Mage is gonna go into town, and then actually they're all gonna go. I think.
Okay.
You said rations are how much?
Rations are a day's worth of rations is 5 copper pieces for one person's day of rations.
Okay. And then a water skin is 5 silver pieces.
Yes.
How long does the water skin last?
I'm not sure how much water you'd be able to fit, but I think at least a day's worth.
One sip. Very small water skin.
You're laggy again, Daniel.
What the?
Basically, a water skin is big enough to hold about half a gallon of water. So
Okay.
Is there like a well or town or nearby?
Yeah, there's a well in the center of the town.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide what to buy. Each of them will buy 3 days of rations.
Okay.
That's like 15, right? I'm doing my
Yes.
math. 15 copper pieces.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Then
Just laughing at that stamina roll that Chris made earlier while the modifier was all janky. It's just like, you rolled like
12
a
million.
and something. Like,
Yes.
Oh God!
yeah.
sorry,
Alright, do you...
I'm trying to math here
Yeah.
Okay.
because
Well, you're
I think.
mapping Maggie.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay. Four-finger Maggie is gonna try and back in, back out without that guard or the person she tried to cut purse.
I didn't catch all of that.
Oh. Okay. Four-fingered Maggie wants to try and town to fill her water skin that she
Okay.
already has
Yeah,
without getting caught.
yeah, I would say nobody got a good enough look at you. I don't think it'd be necessary to sneak back in just to do that. It was...
Okay.
Hey David, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How much would it be for like an oil flask and like a lantern?
Let me see. A lantern would run you 10 gold pieces, or the equivalent. A flask of oil would only be 2 silver pieces.
How about like a torch?
A torch, they're like a copper piece each.
Okay. Everyone's gonna get like 10 torches. How much was the oil flask again?
2 silver for an oil flask.
You have to buy like matches too, or
They have like a flint and steel for 15 copper pieces you could get.
okay, cool. I'll figure that out really quick and tell you.
Yeah. Brutal shopping action.
Woo!
Honestly, I was a little worried that one of you was not going to survive the shopping trip. Like, it was Maggie went out and made it out. Like, let's go shopping.
She's
Dead.
got,
Like,
yeah. She's got 4 fingers for a reason. She's clumsy at times.
Okay. So Bongo, it's 15 copper for a flint and steel?
yes.
Okay.
So a silver and a half, basically.
Okay, silver and a half. Bongo will get that. And then everyone will get like a copper worth of torches.
Okay.
And sorry, one last time. How much was the oil flask?
It was 2 silver pieces.
Okay. Bungo will get 2, maybe 3 things of. No, just 2 of the oil flask. Cool, and I am done.
Okay.
Okay, so Arabella, Maggie, Cecily, and Agatha are all gonna pitch and share a water skin.
Okay.
I'll put it with Agatha's ration, or like her equipment, because she's spending more on it.
Okay. Yeah, between that many people, a half gallon of water might not go a super long way, but...
I bet Aksha's already got one as well. So between the 2 water skins, they can share.
Okay.
I'm looking at.
Anyone else have any shopping to do, or is that good?
I'm good. I don't expect anybody to live long enough to use anything, so.
Yeah.
Right? 2 days worth of rations. Let's make it through.
Yeah.
Foray.
Torches are a
So-
copper apiece.
Yes.
Everybody except for Mage by 5.
Okay.
Should
Right.
be everything.
Okay. So, just as the sun is just beginning to go over the edge of the horizon as everyone finishes their shopping and returns to the edge of the cliff. And you see as the full moon slowly rises over the edge of the edge of the horizon, you mark the point where the lady told you that the invisible bridge would manifest, and you can't see anything, but now is the time that you were told you could walk out onto the bridge.
Paku comes up behind someone and actually pushes them out, trying to knock them out.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I just imagine you pushing Professor Oops.
I was thinking.
Yes.
I was thinking Arabella, because she's my.
Who do you push?
Who do you push?
Ooh. Was Arabella kind of the one that put her nose up at all the food?
No, that was Mage.
No. Oh, okay. Why did you think it was Arabella?
Because Arabella's the slave. Like nobody cares about her.
Oh no. This is not about class.
Status,
This is about
yeah.
fun. So it's definitely Professor Oop.
Okay.
Okay. So you push Professor Oops
Just watching
out.
expectantly.
Yeah. And you push this little halfling out over the edge, and he stumbles and screams just long enough to land on something hard, but invisible. He appears to be floating in midair over the...
You realize I've got like juggling balls. I could have thrown one. Didn't have to...
This is much better.
For who?
It's funny.
No.
now that you're on the bridge, it feels like stone cobbles beneath you, You still can't see anything, though.
This is weird.
Had a bag of flour.
Oh, yeah.
Mage is gonna walk out onto the bridge.
Okay.
I gotta restart the
You-
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paku hobbles out.
All my guys just slowly walk across.
Yeah.
Paku hobbles out to Dr. Oops and said, "Oh, that was so good," and just keeps hobbling.
I lose my video for a second. I'm trying to convince my computer to use graphics card rather than CPU to
Oh,
run
man.
Firefox. It's pinging my CPU to 100%. That's why my audio is lagging so bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why? It's just freaking Firefox. It didn't do this bad before.
Yeah.
Whatever. So good. So good. I love my laptop. It's great.
Ruby, Maggie, and Sariel mosey on.
All right.
Yeah. The rest of my characters all kind of trail onto the bridge, and Agatha's got her hand on her longsword.
Okay.
On her longsword.
Let's see. Let me just adjust the fog of war here on Roll20.
Ta-da. Cool. Gagrada walks by the lady with the longsword and admires crafts.
Yeah. Okay, so you are just walking out, like the entire group is walking along. It makes you nervous to walk because you're never entirely sure if you're walking in a perfectly straight line or not. You are just, and occasionally as you walk along, you do start to feel like you get a little close to the edge. A couple of times people have a foot start to slip off and someone has to reach out and catch them before they fall off the end.
Okay.
And you gather over time that the bridge is about 20 feet wide, and that it seems to be very sturdy as long as you are on firm ground. But you begin walking along the bridge, and you walk throughout the night until the sun rises again, and you've just been walking. You're probably, eventually the bridge gently rises to a height of about a half mile over the surface of the ocean. And when dawn eventually breaks, the day is sunny, but you're high up enough that the air is quite cold, and by the time dawn breaks, land is completely out of sight.
Whoa.
So does the bridge.
All right.
It is difficult to orient yourself. The only way you know where the bridge is by watching the rest of the group. It becomes
Can Smiling Jaden just pull out his 10-foot pole and just keep 10 feet in front of him to make sure?
Yeah.
Hey,
good
one of my
idea.
guys has a 10-foot pole too. I'm going to do the same thing.
I got an idea.
Who has a 10-foot pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gillick. He's got a 10-foot pole as well. So he's going to stick the pole on the left-hand side and just kind of rub it along the edge.
Mhm.
Okay.
We'll just follow you.
Smiling Jaden will put on the right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So
Good.
Get on here.
yeah. With the two of you at the lead, the rest of the group feels more comfortable knowing where they are walking, and you're able to make you're able to speed up a little bit as a result of that. You're able to move with more confidence. And you continue throughout the day, getting more and more tired as you've been just walking all night and all day, until finally the sun sets once again. There's still no land or anything else in sight but ocean for miles all around, half a mile beneath you.
Godfrey's just complaining. I normally have servants to carry me this far.
And at this point, you're all very groggy, and you probably cannot continue any further without resting.
I'm not used to going very many places. Blue lady.
So you stop to sleep for the night, and it's not the most comfortable, especially when occasionally one of you will wake in the middle of the night and have the unnerving sensation of looking straight down half a mile at
Yeah.
Man waking up into a bad dream.
Yeah. But morning comes once again, and on this second day you set out traveling, and by about midday it has started to rain. And as the hours roll on, that rain slowly grows into a storm.
Oh dear.
I need you guys to make a luck check for every one of your characters.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's check everybody's luck.
Take luck.
Heck luck.
Is it a D6 or a D20?
It's a D20. You can even roll it by just going into your sheet and clicking the button that next to your luck.
Oh,
Where's the
That's
button?
cool.
Great.
That's excellent. Yay! Success for Greta.
Let's see. Maybe I guess no. It's rolling against your. You know what? I'm trying to figure out what it's doing here. Sorry.
D20 is...
You did a lot of successes. Zero success.
I'm not actually sure those are successes.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Okay. Manuel.
Okay, so yeah, in order to succeed on a luck check, you have to roll less than your luck score, which means that lower rolls are better for luck checks.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
a higher luck score means, you're luckier, so you don't want it to be harder. Like, you have to roll over this to succeed.
Interesting. Cool.
So
Okay.
that is correct when it says successes on those low rolls.
Oh dear.
Oh wait, were you guys rolling?
Wait.
So on the character sheet, just underneath your luck roll, you have a luck,
Okay.
luck. What is it called?
The check.
Yeah, luck check. If you click on that, it'll roll for you in the chat.
Oh, okay.
So
the
any character,
modifier button and it rolled it.
Okay.
Oh,
So do-
I see. Roll Yakshas then. I rolled a 10 on it, which would be a success, but I didn't do it right. Yaksha again.
just you guys keep track of whether a character succeeded or failed that, because there are so many right now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I have Gillick and Walden that both failed.
Okay.
I've just been putting little notes.
I'm not sure I rolled before. A couple of times I clicked it and I didn't look at what they because I thought it was going to come up on the other screen. So
Yeah.
Not Gillick, he can't die on
Oh
the
no! Cecily failed.
Yeah. Bad luck.
Do you want us to tell you, or we'll just wait for?
Anyone who fails this check is buffeted by the wind and blown off the bridge, and they have to make a reflex save.
Oh man!
With a DC of 10 to grab the side where they fall.
Go four-fingered Maggie!
So
Yes!
after I figured out what was going on, they all succeeded.
Okay.
Lucky.
Not sure what I got before, but
Yeah, so the wind.
Cecily.
Oh!
See, reflex check.
Ruby does not
Oh
grab the edge.
no! Nope, Cecily failed.
Ah, Gillick, you failed me. You're the only hope I had.
So let's see who failed those reflex saves.
Cecily's
Ruby.
Cecily, who, and
Who
Cecily
failed?
and who? Yeah. The reflex saves, not just failed the luck checks. Like who failed the reflex saves after the.
Gillick and Walden both.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Hey!
Gillick was my favorite.
And
He had a 17 agility score.
and Shara, did you say one of your characters failed as well?
Yes, Heidi's Ruby failed that
Oh,
save.
okay.
See, Heidi's character was the one of mine that failed the check but made the save.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who failed that reflex save is blown off into the ocean and killed. They're like
No!
Bye.
they're simply buffeted off,
Casualties!
You lost your fighter and your baker. Good luck,
Farmer, you
everybody.
guys.
and you can hear them. You can hear their screams as they plummet down half a mile into the ocean, disappearing from view.
Jeez.
So let's see, how many characters
Sorry.
did we just lose?
One here.
One here.
Let's see.
Four.
We'll go into their sheets and change their name to like put in parentheses dead.
Okay.
Next to
Good call.
so we know that they are because
Dang it.
we've lost some folks.
Lost the good stuff, man.
Alas,
Four.
poor Rutabaga farmer.
No, not the Rutabaga farmer.
She was raised by wolves and became a Rutabaga farmer only to cross an invisible bridge and fall into the ocean.
How many are hanging on the edge of the how many are hanging on the edge?
Anyone who succeeded that reflex save manages to grab the side and pull themselves back up.
Okay.
So
These are my 4 lucky fingers.
and yeah, those who survive are a little shaken by the fact that they have just seen a few of their brief companions who they've known for a couple of days unceremoniously tossed into the ocean by the elements.
Not Agatha. She's a mercenary. People die all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
This is
Paku the beggar, she just kind of giggles like,
Yeah.
This is just spitting his chicken and staring still.
Godfrey said, I would have held on better.
Like children of the corn. You know, skills have eyes. Just
Yeah. it is ice cold and miserable. And as the rain and the wind blows around all of you, you begin to feel it sending the chill deep into your bones. Any character who has a stamina of 7 or lower begins to get sick.
I think that's me of Mike.
Of 7.
Ooh.
Oh, dang it!
8.
Godfrey, how dare you! You pompous windbag.
4 fingers.
7 or lower?
7 or
Yes,
lower.
7 or lower stamina. If your stamina is 7 or lower, then you are sick.
Sick. No.
You can. I don't know. if
Alrighty,
there's like
Agatha, what you got here? Yeah, we're good over here. The 4 of us are okay.
Okay.
Man.
Gagrada is like, I didn't like to freeze on this freaking bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, not as hardy as you would expect a dwarven blacksmith to be.
Yeah.
Used to the heat.
I'm used to the heat.
Yeah, these.
I'm a Hellbourne!
Yeah. These. Yeah, the elements are just not what Gagrada is used to. It is.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see, the sickness. Anyone who is sick takes a -1 penalty on attack, damage, ability, and skill checks based on strength, agility, or stamina.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe enter that in like comment of Discord so I can remember. I don't know.
Probably either that or I think there's a place on sheets somewhere to put. No, I guess not. That there's a GM notes section, but
I've been putting notes in the languages bucket.
that
Oh, that's
works.
-1 to all strength, everything's.
Yeah, so you continue walking with some difficulty, slipping on the wet, invisible cobblestones beneath your feet. And see, Gillick was one of the ones who was using a 10-foot pole to help mark the edge of the thing, correct?
Yep. Sure didn't help him much.
Does anybody else have a 10-foot pole? Because his went with him.
Smiling Jaden
Yeah.
does.
Oh yeah, and Sari has a spear too.
All right, so you have people who can keep marking the edges so that you won't fall. You continue, and it's probably
What happens when you
yeah. The sun sets once again, and it is probably around midnight that the storm finally abates.
Heck,
we
nah.
just have Wraith attack and like pull people in?
And let's see.
Time for another rest.
Yep.
Yeah. And anyone who is sick, if you get 8 hours of solid rest, then you can make a fortitude save to see if you recover with a DC of 11.
Okay.
Are we resting for 8 hours?
Yep.
Godfrey's like,
Oh,
further.
4-fingered Maggie, even with the rest,
Woohoo!
not doing
I
well.
was cocky, man.
Doesn't help if people are dead.
Oh, Gagrada, she's still sick too. Cold.
I am
is
no
just
longer sick. Sick is
out
for
of
the
her
weakness.
element.
Sickness is for the weak. There we go. I'm not right in the head, but I'm not sick.
It's another somewhat fitful night's sleep, but you are able to get enough rest that you feel like you'll be able to continue moving, although those who are sick from exposure are still struggling, coughing a bit, and just not feeling like this is what they had wanted to do with their lives.
Signed up for.
On the dawn of the third day, it's cold, it's windy. You set out on your way once again, and you pass over the wreck of a ship far below. And as you do, you see that there are what appear to be some birds down there, sort of resting on and around the shipwreck, circling around it. And they just look like birds from up here, but as they catch notice of you, they fly up and they are getting bigger than you were expecting them to. And you,
Oh no.
yeah, you see that they are stealth check. Where are you going to hide on the invisible bridge?
Invisible bridge!
I'm a clown.
I'm just a little black rain cloud.
Yeah, you see that these creatures are these awful, warty, bird-like monsters.
Oh, jeez.
And they fly up with blood on their minds.
Okay, Paku's getting out her sling and waiting until one gets in range to try and pop one.
Fresser's doing the same thing.
Agatha's gonna draw her sword. And Yaksha and Arabella get out their
Bridge too far.
Yeah, everyone pulls out their weapons
Yeah.
ready. I don't think any of my people have any distance
Yeah.
weapons.
Greta's got her spear and her shield, apparently. Man, I wish I had a shield. Wait,
Yeah.
Godfrey's standing there with his staff looking like...
Let's see, I'm going to reveal
Yes.
a little more of the map here as well, just because it is...
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
oh jeez.
All right.
I should probably
Sorry, Don.
get
Gets out her
dice.
spear and
I assume
shield.
there's a fight.
In position.
Yep, there is a fight coming.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And the way we're going to roll for initiative is that just whichever one of your characters that is still alive has the highest initiative, you will use that, and that will be the initiative number for all of your characters. They'll all act on that initiative.
Where's the initiative number?
Initiative...
Dead center.
All
Yes.
0 here.
Okay.
It should, I think, be affected by your agility, or that's what I thought. Maybe not. Let me...
I've got one that has some agility that might.
Everyone's 0.
I've got a 0
Let me
initiative.
see. It should be...
All right, I'm initiative 20. Woohoo!
Agility should be added to your initiative. Your agility modifier, that is, not your score.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
Okay.
Woohoo! +3.
Yep, all 0.
All right. Greta's got it going on. She rolled 17, total of 18. Even though she's gonna,
Yeah.
she still knows how to hold her own. She's ready to club these things. Hammerman. The invisible bridge.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Nice.
Yes!
Let's see. So... 20 for Daniel's characters.
I don't know if I rolled an 18 or if I got an 18.
Yeah, does that add in the stamina or no? Or is that just a roll?
Initiative should have your agility bonus, but it did not auto-calculate that, so check your sheets to be sure.
Okay, so When you won them.
Oh. What? Let me... I didn't do it right. Let me try this. Oh,
Oh,
wow,
Professor. Oops.
Oh, I don't have my initiative in here. It should add your agility.
I believe so.
Yes, your agility modifier. I'd assumed it auto-calculated that, but it does not, so...
Try this again.
Just use your
Opening.
first roll, but add 1 to it wherever it was.
18 plus.
Mine's at 21.
What?
That's
Jerk.
It's not natural 20, it's just 21.
Means you got higher than me because I only have 20.
So Chris is
Have no
21,
initiative.
Daniel is 20. Shara, what was yours?
18.
Okay. And Sadie?
11.
Okay. And now I need to...
Poor Sadie, you look like you've been on the bridge.
Yeah.
I look like I've been on the bridge?
You can just see that you're just feeling yucky.
Yeah.
A rough day.
Yeah.
And let's see.
I should have just rolled it. Instead of trying to deal with the sheet.
I guess by this time, it doesn't actually state this, but I should reveal a little more of the map, because by this time I think you actually have made enough progress that you should be able to see the hole in the sky. So let me reveal that.
Oh, jeez.
That's foreboding.
Right? Who knows what I'll be tomorrow? Yeah. I already lost 2 characters. The rest of them have no hope. Wow, Greta has 5 hit points. Wow, I'm just realizing this. Greta has 5, and the other 2 only have 1. I am in so much trouble. None of my characters gonna make it.
Everybody has 2 except for Agatha, which is the one that Heidi made.
She rolls so good.
Let's see, so
Wow, one of mine has 6.
What?
Smiling Jaden.
My chicken rolls way too much. Okay.
All right, so 7 of these horrible warty bird monsters fly up.
Yep, just where I die.
Let's see. I'm going to change the music to something a little more appropriate here.
16 level zeros on.
All right. There any secret doors on the invisible bridge?
Right?
Just feeling around. There's gotta be
Help
something.
me!
Help! No, luck would have it it'd go to a different plane and you would just die there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Grog in the water plane.
Yeah.
You think one lesson? No. Oh, okay.
Dune.
All right, so they these horrible bird monsters begin to close in, and they are approaching rapidly. Some of them might be within range, and first up, it is the turn of all of Chris's characters.
Okay. I will start with...
And basically, especially right now, you get a move and you get an attack, and that's about it. Or a move and an action, basically.
Can I move and hit one?
Yeah, you can.
You can certainly try.
I'll start with.
I think you're out of sync again, Daniel.
Probably.
I'll start with Bungo.
Yeah.
He will attack with his short sword.
All right. As one of these horrible creatures flies in close, you lash out with a short sword. Roll for an attack. The attack adds your strength modifier to the attack roll. And I think that's all right now.
Okay, so 19 strength modifier is 0, so 19.
All right, that's a hit.
And it's a short sword, so that's a D6. Something's over 2. 6 damage!
Woo! All right, so you lash out as this monster is coming in, and you slash out at the creature's throat, and it just kind of like crashes to the bridge beside you, motionless.
Okay, covered in blood. Bungo, the halfling, just goes,
Nice.
and he'll move back a bit from the edge.
All
Not
right.
much. Unless he moved to. If he can move, he'll move a little bit, so he's not like right next to an edge.
Okay.
Okay, next, Smiling Jaden will go. Is he by a thing?
Yeah, he can.
He will attack with a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
That is a 2, so I don't think he hits anything.
Yeah,
Unless, yeah,
that's
2.
nice. Yeah, he swings wildly, and it just doesn't make contact with the creature.
He'll just say, "Ooh, that's not good," and just kind of like pull back a bit too.
Okay.
Kind of try to like form like so it's all
Yeah.
spread out. Okay, now Cletus will go with his pitchfork. It is,
Is he the one
13
with
to
the
hit?
chicken?
yeah, 13 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, okay.
He knows how to take care of them birds.
So with his pitchfork, which is a spear, but with his pitchfork,
Yeah.
he'll just yell, "For Mama!" Oh, 6 damage.
How much damage?
6.
Nice. So Cletus, as one of these monsters is coming in close, shrieking, he just kind of waits for it and lunges and plunges his pitchfork into its chest and just kind of tosses it back over his head so that it just falls over the other side of the bridge.
Nice.
He covered in
Just
blood. He
like
doesn't say
the
anything.
chicken.
He just blinks, but it blinks like one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. Eleanor will go next.
Okay.
Oh, and Cletus also moves in to kind of like form like a more tight.
Okay.
She attacks 17 plus 0, so 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is a 1d4. 3.
How much?
3.
Okay. So what was that attack made with?
I believe it's a club.
Okay.
Staff.
Staff. All right. So as one comes in close, you just lash out and just kind of crush the skull of the creature, and it falls down motionless to the bridge.
Nice.
News.
So I'll scoot in a little bit too, and then Moonray will go. That is a 11 to hit.
That's a miss. Just a miss.
12 because she has a 1 modifier.
Okay. So just a hit then.
Nice.
Yay!
She's the one with the club, so that is a 2.
A 2?
D.
Okay. So that one survives the blow. but it is bloodied and just kind of making this sound.
That was Jean Ray Mary Jane Sunbeam. So move in a little bit to kind of not like super close, but kind of like a little bit tighter, so it's not like all spread out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a different set of headphones real quick.
Okay. It is now Daniel's character's turn.
Woohoo! Okay. So, Professor Oops is going to pull out his sling and just launch at one of the other ones that aren't hurt yet.
Okay.
Because why not?
Yeah.
And nope, he misses. I rolls a 3.
Yeah, that is a miss.
All right, and he's gonna juggle his way back to the group.
Okay.
Why not? That's what you do when you're nervous, right? Okay. Greta's gonna pull out her spear, and the one that's like wounded on the bridge that's still there, I think, right? It still has 1 hit point. You're gonna attack that one.
All right.
That's a 14.
That's a hit.
Plus whatever. Sweet. And then the spear does 1d6, right? Yeah. 2! Hey!
That was the one that had 1 HP left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured it was probably the closest one to her, so I'd pick it up.
Yeah, so that one is just finished off mid-hiss and crumples to the invisible bridge.
Okay, and then Godfrey the Truthful gonna stand there and say, "You are extremely ugly," and then attack
Okay.
with his staff. Anything close enough to attack with the staff?
Yeah, they're approaching, so you can just kind of wait for them to get in close. They're swooping in at you, so.
He's gonna like prep and then just like go for like down the throat with the staff. Just, yeah.
Okay.
Nope. That's a 3.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it does
Invisible
not do
bridge.
You are ugly, and I don't even want to hit you. You're so ugly. And he backs up to the group too.
well. Okay.
That's it for me. Of my 5 characters, there's only 3 left alive. So
All right. Which makes it Shara's character's turn.
Okay. So we've got Agrada going first. Yeah, Agrada, yeah. And she's gonna attack one with her hammer. Come on, try and smash it while she's stifling some mucus.
All right.
Oh, but it was too much.
What happened?
So she missed with a 5.
Okay.
Smash. Am I coming through quiet?
No, I just wasn't sure what happened there.
Okay. Alright, so she'll go hang out with the group. Then we'll have Saridon go after one with her spear. Oh, but she rolled a 10.
Yeah, it's just a miss.
Another
You got a
miss.
couple. It doesn't quite. You've got a few inches of space, but the creature sees that you're readying an attack and manages to veer out of the way just a little bit.
Alright, she's still in training as a backup. Then 4-fingered Maggie will try and catch one as it's flying by. Oops, wrong one. Wrong. Ah, natural one.
Oh, a natural one?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Maggie's gonna be 3-fingered Maggie.
consequences.
All that's left of is the finger. 4 feet? Oh.
Let's see. Roll a d4 plus your luck modifier.
Okay.
Or, let's see, is that plus or minus your luck modifier?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's
Well,
whatever
she has-
your whatever your luck modifier is, I think.
So that.
Probably plus because you're trying to get a higher number to be.
No, subtract your luck modifier from it.
Okay, so she rolled a.
So 3 minus your luck. What?
Right, so she has a +1. I mean, she has a
Yeah,
-1, so subtract my.
Lower
Yeah,
lower is
makes it
better on
positive.
this table, so the roll is modified by the reverse of your luck. So if your luck is positive, it becomes negative, and if it is negative, it becomes positive.
Right, so she got a 4.
Okay. What weapon were you using for that? I forget now.
A dagger.
Okay, so the dagger's blade just kind of falls out of the hilt onto the ground, onto the invisible bridge. As you swing it, it just kind of like flies up into the air with the swing and falls back down. And the dagger,
Oh,
the dagger is presently useless. It could be repaired if you had time, but you don't have time.
yep. Pocket, back up, back up.
Cast fist.
Okay. Paku, the beggar, bring it home. Yes,
Natural
Baby!
20!
A natural 20.
with a. Yes, yes.
Nice.
All right, from
Good day.
who now?
Paku, the guild beggar.
All right, so that's a crit, which means you
Roll a d4.
You roll a d4 because you're a 0 level character right now, and I don't know if that is modified by luck at all. I don't. It is, yes, adjusted by your luck modifier.
Okay.
This one is. This one is positive, I believe, with your luck. So.
Okay, so this is rolling for the damage, yes?
Not for
So-
damage. This is first your crit roll on the crit table.
So roll
Oh,
1d4 plus luck.
So she has a -2 modifier. So 4 for the crit roll.
What for the crit roll?
4?
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see. Was that you said a -2 was the luck?
Yeah, so I added it, but is that different with the crit? So
Yeah, luck is not reversed for crit tables. It's
Okay.
It's for the fumble table that it's reversed. So.
okay, so then that would actually be a 0 for and she rolled the 2 on the d4.
Okay, so that means that you strike with such force that it actually shivers your weapon free of your grasp and you're disarmed, but you deal extra damage with the hit. So
Nice.
you,
Okay.
you deal an extra 1d6 damage with the strike, but you're disarmed in the
Woo-hoo!
process.
Okay. Did it land on the bridge? Did her sling
It's-
land on the bridge?
Let's
Dead by now.
see. I think it lands like a number of feet away based on a roll here. Let me see.
She got a total of 8 damage.
Okay, so
Super
that
dead.
And her
is
sling.
yeah, that is a very dead one. That is
Good sling hit.
yeah, but the sling follows about 6 feet. It follows, and Whether you are close enough to the edge for that to go over is up to you. It's theater of the mind here. We don't have your positioning exactly, so.
Since she's hobbling, she's probably trying to stay close to the 20-foot wide bridge as much as possible.
Close to the center?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably still on there.
Okay. So she doesn't have a... So she's actually going to hobble her move.
Going to what? Sorry, that came in quiet.
She's going to hobble towards the sling where it fell instead of moving towards the group.
Okay.
Does that help at all?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I thought I was, like, doing sound reduction, but it sounds like it's...
Oh, yeah. So is that all of the characters
That's all of
you
mine.
have?
Yep.
Okay.
How many have we killed? How many have we killed?
How many-
You have killed 5 of the 7 that came up here. There are more circling down below.
That's Machado.
There are 3 of them that are dead on the bridge and 2 that dropped down into the ocean. Or towards the wreck, at least. Not necessarily directly into the ocean, you're not sure. And it is now the monster's turn. But I need to figure out a couple of things about their the way they work here.
Scary. This could be bad bombing.
Yeah.
Let's see, where does that actually come in?
Like I said, eventually we're going to have a seed ball.
I need something to tell me how I read monster stat blocks for this system, because there are a couple of things I don't immediately understand on it. Sorry for the slowness.
Okay. We have dramatic background music to keep the energy up.
I am so excited for Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh,
Gonna be-
speaking of that, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it, guys. I
Aw.
think a little too much with trying to do it with the baby this year.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
year, it'll be great, but this year's just...
Hopefully next year.
Sounds good.
Okay, that's alignment. That's action. Saves. Special abilities. What are the effects of those abilities? Does it tell me anyway?
I'll be right back. Let me know if any one of my guys dies.
Okay. Entirely possible.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's not really going to be anything I need to know. Okay, everything else is clear. I just needed to figure out what on earth a couple of things meant.
Cool.
Nice.
So the two that are still up here fly in close, and one comes in for a dive, goes to bite at... Let's see, I don't remember all the characters' names right now. It goes to bite at Smiling Jaden Smalls, which is one of Chris's. And that's probably going to be a hit. Let me check the AC and stuff. Yeah, kind of figured. I think everyone's AC is 10 right now because...
10?
Yeah.
So that is going to be how much damage?
Oh!
Holy smokes, I think Smiley's the other one with the 10-foot pole.
What do you about Smiley?
He's getting
is
attacked right now.
He's being bitten
Okay.
by one of these things. And
Don't die,
he,
you're the only one with 10-foot pole.
he takes a big 1 damage from
Well, that could
That
be
was-
a big
I
damage.
was gonna say that killed
That
half
could
my
be heavy
characters.
stuff.
so he's down
Smiley.
he's down to 5 at the
Oh,
moment out of his
He is
6.
6. Okay, so he's 5 now.
Whoa!
Nice.
And the other one that is currently up here is going to fly in, and I'm gonna just roll to see attacks. So he goes for Godfrey,
No! Miss.
and that is a crit.
Godfrey's dead.
Let me see what the effects of that are, because
Godfrey got torn asunder.
He's only got 1 hit point.
critical hits by monsters.
Your imagination.
See, crit table is... Okay, I have to know what the monster's hit dice is. Okay, so that tells me... Okay, that tells me what to roll on the table. This is old school. There's a table for everything. And
Nice.
so, where is my D12? No D12. Where are you, D12? Well, I know where some of my other D12s are, but not the one in the color I want. That's so important.
Very important. What's shiny?
Got some new dice. These have like they're silver, red, and silver.
Yeah.
Really cool.
All right. And is there any modifier to that? It is altered by Godfrey's luck. So
There we go. Let's see.
Godfrey's luck modifier is 1, so that reduces this monster's roll by 1.
Oh.
I think that's the only modification. If we play more sessions of this, I'm sure more of this will become second nature, but it is.
Right, yeah.
Let's see.
At least now we know how to create characters. So it's not
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
It's good because I'm gonna need to create all of my characters over again.
All right. So that is it. It would be a stunning blow if that wasn't an insta kill for poor Godfrey with his 1 HP.
He's stunned at how
Just stand there with the staff, just like, answer best stick.
Yeah. Basically, that would have pushed Godfrey to the bottom of the initiative count for the rest of the fight, but instead it just killed him. So this horrible warty bird creature flies in close and just picks up Godfrey and, like, with a bite, basically, it just takes a big chunk out of Godfrey's neck and carries him off.
Jeez.
As he's flying, you hear, "Is that the best you've got?"
And it is now Sadie's character's turn.
Okay, my group is all gonna gather around the closest 40 bird thing,
Okay.
and
Yeah, the closest one is currently the one that just attacked Smiling Jaden.
okay.
And the other one that just killed and is carrying away Godfrey is... it's still close enough to the bridge that somebody could probably get a hit in on it, but it is moving away.
Okay. Well, I'll start with Yaksha. I don't add anything to the attack rolls, right?
You add... If it is a melee weapon, you add your strength modifier to the attack roll. If it is a ranged
The
weapon, you
damage
add your...
to the attack roll.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, so that's a 15.
That's a hit.
Okay. That's 3 damage
All right.
for
so
Yaksha
you-
with her stick. Or
All right,
club.
so, yeah, you just smash the creature's, like, basically break its spine. It is just dead very quickly.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Dang, okay.
they have 3 HP each there.
Okay. Then Arabella will attack with her club. And miss. So roll to 3.
Yeah.
Mage is next with her dagger. Okay. 17.
That's a hit.
Yeah, and because Mage was born in a harsh winter, she gets a +1 to all her attack rolls.
Nice.
Nice.
So that is 2.
2 damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
against the one carrying away. What is it, Godfrey?
Yeah. All right. So you wound it enough that it shrieks and it drops Godfrey's body down towards the shipwreck. And as the body falls, the other birds, a couple more of them were flying up, but the one that is still surviving here is like the one that's still surviving up here that just dropped Godfrey's body shrieks some kind of signal, and the others that were beginning to approach from down below instead begin to circle over the bodies that have fallen.
Okay, well, Agatha's gonna try and finish off the one that I just hit.
Okay.
That's a 16.
That's a hit.
So she got it. I just want to see
Alright.
this damage because I'm curious. With an 8.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
'Cause Agatha has a long sword. Just chop its
Nice.
head off.
Yeah. Agatha just beheads the creature, and it and its head fall down like just kind of rolling over in the air towards the shipwreck below. And the other horrible birds begin to converge on the bodies of the fallen. Which brings
So
us
who
to
has
the
what
end
left as
of-
far as characters?
I got all 5 of mine left still.
Lost one.
I have 2 left.
Yeah.
I have Greta and Professor Oops.
Well, it makes your role playing a lot easier and
Yeah.
It's true. And my turns are a lot shorter.
Yes.
More decisive.
Oh, yes, yes. One roll is very decisive.
So let's see. Which one of you of Sadie's characters was it that beheaded the bird?
Agatha.
Agatha. Okay. Just wasn't sure which one of you that was, so.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay. So, as you catch your breath after the attack of the birds, you begin to make your way along the bridge once again. At this point, I did reveal the hole in the sky image, but you actually can't see it quite yet. I thought you were able to, but the notes are telling me otherwise. But you continue walking along the bridge. The birds seem to have no interest in following you since they have food that will keep them satisfied for the time being.
Did we only lose 1 on that?
What's that?
Did we only lose 1 on that?
I think so. You lost Godfrey, and I don't think anyone else died to
That would
them.
worse.
Yeah.
How many 1 HP people we've got?
Yeah. And, you know, if anybody runs out of characters, you can trade with Chris, because Chris is like...
Yeah.
Or me.
Yeah, Chris can donate a character. Holds up, just like, I'm a character donor. Holds up. But as you begin to get on into afternoon, you can see at first what appears to be just an odd shimmer of air off on the horizon, but as you begin to draw closer, you start to see this 15-foot diameter window surrounded by these little crackling blue fingers of energy. And as you approach, you can see you're getting quite close to it now, probably within, you'd guess 20, 30 feet of it. You can see another world with a magenta sky through the breach. Let's see, who's got the poles? I'm forgetting.
Smiley was one of them.
Gillick died.
Yeah, and...
Sari has a spear. She could be using that to guide the edge.
It's true. Greta has a
Okay.
spear as well.
All right. Those of you who are trying to check the edges, make a reflex saving throw.
Where do you click on that?
Do we add anything to that?
It's on your sheet if you have a modifier to it. It's over on the right,
Oh, okay.
reflex.
All right.
The base is 0,
12.
but you might have a mod from a stat.
11.
All right, so sorry, man, it like kind of feels pushing forward with the pole, feels that the bridge that has just been going suddenly goes like this and stops and manages to catch herself from falling off. Smiling Jaden does not. Smiling Jaden tumbles over the edge, screaming.
Oh.
falls to his death in the ocean far below.
Still at 5 HP left, dang it.
Shoot.
Okay. At least you weren't blown off by wind.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you weren't blown off by wind. You just walked off the end of the.
You just walked straight off.
Like, basically, I assume you're kind of like, moving your pole sort of back and forth, and you just didn't move it far enough forward in time. And
And just like, one side, one side.
and
Okay.
yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see this this strange hole in the sky with the magenta sky on the other side, and it is. You can tell roughly how big it is, but because of the nature of the shape of it, you can't really tell how close it is because the edges are kind of crackling and sort of shifting and contracting and expanding constantly. So it's very difficult for you to tell how close it is to you.
And the walkway basically ends, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, sorry, is the one who knows where the edge is now. And
No further than here.
Yeah.
Right there. Stop.
Good to know. Okay, Professor Oops is going to take a ball, put it in this thing, and then throw it into the portal.
The act will never be the same.
All right. Let's see. Make a. Let's just call it a strength check. Roll a d20 and add your strength modifier. Or subtract it, as the case may be, depending on the character.
0.
What was it you were throwing here? Just like
a ball, like one of the juggling balls.
okay.
I rolled a 2 and have a -2.
Yeah. So yeah, you like you throw the juggling ball and it just kind of bounces off of Sari's head.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, it's totally gonna hit me.
Yeah. And like it's not heavy enough to really cause you any problems. Just jeez,
Right.
like and
It's a lot closer. Oh, it was back of your head. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it bounces off of her head and just slowly rolls off the edge of the bridge.
Oh.
Four-fingered Maggie goes over to Dr. Oops and said, "Let me try." Ask for a ball. You give it to him?
Yeah.
All right. Winds up and chuck. And a sniffle. Oh, crap. She rolled a 6 with her +2 strength modifier.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough to get it out there, and you see that it was not a bad throw. It wasn't the greatest throw ever, but it falls a little short, and it seems like the hole is a little further away than it appeared to be.
Expect these.
Probably far enough away that it would not be wise to try to make the jump.
Hey.
So you all wait there at the end of the bridge, and slowly the hole in the sky appears to grow until Sari finds that is it a spear you're using?
Yes.
Yeah, the haft of the spear actually comes into contact with ground, where the hole has just started to go over the edge of the bridge so that you can safely step through.
Ooh.
Well, let's get off of this bridge.
Alright.
Solid on the other side.
As you step through the hole, your ears pop, and the sudden warmth of the place makes you momentarily dizzy. You are in what must be an entirely different world. The air is misty, but as best as you can tell, the sky is a bright magenta. You're standing in what appears to be some sort of bamboo forest, but the bamboo is thinner and flatter than anything you've ever seen. Looking behind you, you can no longer see the porthole. Your companions seem to be stepping in through thin air. The air is heavy, and there's an oppressively intense scent, like very strong saffron. And off in the distance, you can see a single structure. The mist is limiting your visibility, but you can see this massive dark shape rising out of the mists ahead.
Oh. Goku's hair.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe it's that way.
It was by the time the hole in the sky aligned with the bridge, it was probably, you would guess, maybe 6:30 or 7 in the evening. And you can't tell if there is any sun in the sky here, or if it is going to grow any darker, but after the stress of battle and the long day of marching across the invisible bridge, you are pretty tired.
We should camp. Good idea.
Do it.
All right, so you're going to camp then?
Okay.
Okay, so you take the time to just kind of gather around and set up a small, simple camp. And you can hear odd noises out through the strange bamboo, but none of it seems like it is approaching this this pathway that is this thin pathway through at the moment. So you were able to rest through the night. It is not the best sleep you've ever had. You do wake several times, concerned that you hear things approaching, but nothing actually approaches during the night.
Can the sick fit full of night?
The sick can make another fortitude save
Alright.
with the DC of 11.
Okay. Alright. Kagrata is better. Being in the warm air is refreshing.
Okay. So you wake. There's been no change in the light. There is simply this constant bright magenta above you. And the structure off in the distance, you're not quite sure how close it is because you're not quite sure how big it is, but it seems to be some distance.
It's like as good a direction as any. Go
let's
that
check it
way.
out. Let's do it.
Alright.
Right.
So you march towards the structure for about 2 hours. It seems only to be slightly growing larger. And you continue on. It does seem to be growing closer. But at this point, you'd guess you're within a mile of it. It looms over you, this big, probably 200-foot tall structure, and you're probably about a mile away from it when you are set upon by monsters or something. I'm not sure I have to rule for what this random encounter is. It could actually not be monsters.
Da, da, da. Something happened.
But I need to see what it is. Let's see. That's
On the road to Goku's.
You know.
yeah, let's see. So as you are walking, you see that up in the odd bamboo stalks, there is, well, actually, let's see. Everybody make we'll call like the equivalent of perception an intelligence check. I think that's what it said in the rule book. That's what they did.
Wrong.
4.
5 and a 3. I'm not paying attention to anything.
We roll for each person.
Yeah,
Or
roll
just...
for each character.
I only have to care.
6, 11, 15, and 2.
15 for Aksha.
All right, and let me see here.
11 for Arabella. Oh gosh. 9 for Maggie. Sorry, I feel like I'm taking forever.
You're okay.
And 11 for Agatha.
Okay. So you, those of you who rolled 15 or higher,
Okay.
you do just notice the shimmer above you between stalks of bamboo of some kind of translucent web.
Freaking knew it was gonna be spiders.
Oh,
Slide.
The stupid spider horse are gonna beat you.
Yeah, she just kind of like puts her hand out, like, wait.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we got.
Who among you rolled the lowest on that?
Eleanor got 2.
I got a 3 character.
Eleanor got 2.
Okay, so it's Eleanor that rolled lowest.
You gonna die?
He walks straight into him.
I guess I can go ahead and reveal that now.
Walk off cliffs. I walk into this other one.
Yeah. Yeah, Eleanor does not catch on to the warnings to fall back soon enough, and does not, in fact, see the huge man-sized spider leaping out of the bamboo towards her. and it makes an attack
Nice round.
and misses.
You are so lucky.
Because that is like a total of 3 to hit.
That would have killed her.
Yeah. And this terrifying, very swift man-sized spider lands on the path next to her. And everybody will need to roll initiative. Once again, still just for individuals. We don't need to do characters. Like player initiative with your highest surviving character's initiative bonus.
That's a 3.
A 3 for
That's
Sammy?
stamina, right?
It's agility.
Oh, Jody. Okay. Nine.
9 for you. Let's see.
I had 15
Nice.
from both
It's
characters.
6.
Yeah. And Shara, what were you?
6.
6. All right, so I will change the music again.
Yes. Spider attack music. Not Mob Sky music.
All right, so swiftest to act are Daniel's characters.
Is right. We're not paying attention, but we know what we're doing. Okay. So Greta is gonna whip out her spear and immediately go for the center of the face because it's ugly and creepy looking.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. That is an 11 total.
That is a miss. The huge
Damn.
spider kind of just ducks out of the way with a clicking noise from its legs.
Can hate spiders. Okay. Professor Oops is gonna jump back with a sling. I go, ha ha. That's a 14.
That's it.
Woohoo! Okay.
Yeah.
And sling does 1d4 of damage. Yeah. 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Ran it down.
So you strike out with like lash out and release a stone from the sling, and it strikes the spider and it cracks some of the carapace on its midsection, and it makes sort of a hissing noise and turns its eyes to Professor Oops.
He's creepy. He's gonna pull out his little hex doll that he came with and just be like petting the hair of it.
Yeah. Which, those are the only characters you have right now, correct?
Yep.
Which means it is Chris's character's turn.
Yay!
Oh, I got 9. We all rolled low. Okay. I'll first start with Bungo. Yeah, that's not good. 7 to hit.
That is a miss.
The next will be Cletus. Okay. 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yay.
So 1d8.
Go in.
That is 4 damage.
Okay, that means what is Cletus using here to attack?
It's technically a spear. It's his pitchfork.
Okay.
The
right.
pitchfork strikes again.
He's the one with the pitchfork. So yeah, Cletus just kind of like pretty calmly walks forward and just like stabs under like as much as a spider has a neck with the pitchfork and just like pop like pulls the head off of the spider.
Just like pitching hay.
And,
Are you muted, Daniel?
His last name is Hayflinger.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Hey, Flinger! Oh, it was just the one spider? I was expecting more.
that was a pretty uneventful fight.
Woo! Professor
Farmer saves the day.
pulls the hex doll away, hides it again. Like, oh, nobody saw that.
Wait, the hex doll?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Paku looks over and says, "Oh, that looks like fun."
I mean, honestly, you're lucky that it was the spider encounter and not one of these other ones. It could have been worse. Or it could have been better. There actually was one that was like not one of the encounters that you could have rolled on. That was like a hidden supply cache that could have like some weapons or stuff in it. And but
Boo!
A crit falls and hit you on the head.
another character down.
Right?
Killed by supplies.
Supplies!
Yeah, I was about to say like UHF.
That could totally happen to
man.
characters.
Supplies.
Supplies.
I've got to watch that movie again one of these days.
Right? It's a good movie.
It's been like a decade since I've seen that.
It's been a long time for me too. I have seen like one clip from the Rambo section about 100 times recently because Proton John uses it on his streams whenever people raid. So, all right, yeah. There was a weird encounter that you guys could have gotten here. Which I guess since you're not going to get it this time, I'll just tell you what it is because it's interesting and weird. You could have encountered 1 to 3 chaos pigs.
Oh.
Which are these green and black tiger-striped pigs with elongated tusks and webbed clawed feet like an alligator that burrow beneath the surface, and when you walk over a space where they are burrowed, they burst out and try to attack you from beneath you. Like,
Holy crap. That's insane.
Oh,
so,
whack a pig gator.
yeah. But yeah, as you get closer and closer, the dark structure begins to take form in your perception. Soon you can see it clearly in spite of the mist. What appeared to be maybe 200 feet tall actually is closer to 300 feet. This monolith is covered in 50-foot-long thorns. It looks not so much constructed as it does grown, like some kind of massive seed pod. And there is one entrance ahead of you, 60-foot-tall double doors with a giant latch.
Are there any secret doors?
You can look. You can make a check with intelligence. Any bonus you get from your birth augur, I guess.
Yeah, this is fine secret doors. Woo! I have my 4-leaf clover. I rub it for luck. And what am I rolling for? Oh, I don't.
Intelligence for that.
4.
Yeah, like the door is latched. It doesn't appear to be locked, but even unlatched, it would probably take like the strength of a giant to be able to push these doors open. But under the door, there is a foot-tall space that could probably be crawled under fairly easily.
Oh, it's that big of an entrance.
Yeah, it's a 60-foot
These giant
door.
doors. 60-foot door.
60-foot tall double doors.
Okay.
Right.
So are you going to crawl under then?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who else is a halfling?
Everybody's small enough to crawl under. It's
Advantage
it
crawling.
might be a little tight, but for the larger ones, but it's doable.
Sweet.
But Professor Oops in particular has no problem getting under. It's
It's true.
but, inside you see that this is a single huge room, this massive organic shape, like the inside of some colossal hive. Lights shine down from holes within the ceiling, letting in some of that strange magenta light from the sky outside. Glowing creatures fly about in the distant expanse, throwing strange green lights across the floor and walls. Some kind of insect-like creatures. And the first thing that really catches your eye, though, is that reclining against the far wall is an absolutely massive creature. It looks like it would be 60 feet tall if it stood erect. It has red-brown fur, the head, face, and trunk of a giant predatory beast. Its snoring rattles your heart in your chest. And hanging above the creature from what appears to be a massive tree branch growing from the inside of the wall is a domed cage of woven wood more than 100 feet off the ground. From this angle, you can't see what's inside.
Oh, it's scary.
Oh my.
Darn, I only have 100 feet of rope.
And
Yeah, what am I?
it is
Nope, never
Arabella
mind.
has
He died.
50.
Yeah, it's almost
Oh, no.
midnight. Shara, don't you have a pretty early morning?
Not tomorrow.
Okay.
Saturday
I
morning,
was-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can keep going if you want, or we can stop for now if you want. Either way.
Oh, it's so torn.
You were
I'm down to
saying,
keep going.
so you're saying that your guys have 100 feet of rope?
I think so. It's 100.
Arabella has 50.
Yeah, 100 feet.
So
I'm going.
between Chris and I, we have 150 feet of rope.
Well, that's good. Kind of skipping a big step there, though.
You know what this hex spell did?
So are the walls like smooth? Do they have?
Yes, the walls are pretty much smooth. I think. Let me the notes. I need to. Where is the? Yeah, with the size of the place, it's a little hard to tell if the walls are completely smooth unless you make an effort to like really take a closer look. But and the huge monster is snoring so loudly that it rattles your body.
Staring at a boss fight.
Hey, Greta's got a grappling hook.
What?
Cool, we can use that too with the rope. Anybody throw 150 feet?
Try.
Yeah, I could try it too.
Paku looks over at Professor Oop. You're a light little fella. Maybe you could make it up that guy's. Crawl up and see what you can see up him. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't stir him at all.
Yeah. Mm.
She's suppressing a grin. Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh, I guess we should have established a marching order so I know who's in front and who's in back.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry, probably would have been one of the first in. Gone ahead.
Okay, so Sari's probably in front.
Okay.
And who's
Professor
in the
Hoop's
rear?
probably pretty close behind.
Up near the front, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But mostly what's important is who's directly in front and who's directly in back.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Other than that, it's fairly mutable, I think.
Okay. Well, I know Greta's a soldier, so she'd probably be. Well, she'd be in the front or in the back. Probably in the back, considering the makeup of everybody we've got.
Take up the rear.
Yeah.
My group is kind of like middle back.
Okay. Let's see. Well, we'll assume Greta's probably in the back unless Chris would rather have one of his characters back there. But I don't know where Chris is at the moment, so...
Stick care, kids. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Greta's in the back.
Okay.
Okay. Well...
Sorry, guys.
I feel like there's a lot more to this room
right
than-
now.
You're okay.
Like,
Um, what should we do?
So big empty space, giant monster, and little flying monster
Yeah,
appears to be
flying
maybe our goal.
So, trying to get up to the cage to release. What's her face? She who shall not be named because of stuff.
What if we could like catch one of the bugs?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. How do we get the bug down here, though? Would be the question.
Yeah. We have rations stuff. We get oh, I have an idea. Okay. So Gagrada has some mithril, an ounce of mithril. And so there's these light coming in from outside. I'm wondering if there's enough that she could find a little pocket of light and try and shine it off the mithril at one of the bugs to try and get its attention. Just trying to track it down.
Yeah, that would be... I'm trying to figure out what kind of... I don't think you'd need to make a check for that. Yeah, I'd say you can probably do that.
Sweet. Okay.
So, the light reflects up against the one of the insect-like creatures. They're probably, in spite of the way they look in the art here, they're probably each about the size of a grapefruit.
Oh, they're not something we can ride.
No,
Shoot.
they are.
Dang it.
And they are also blind, so light doesn't really do anything.
Shoot.
They have other.
Kasari had the large sack. She could catch it, but
I have a small sack.
we have slings?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We determined, Chris, that in the marching order, unless you would prefer otherwise, that Greta is probably taking up the rear,
Greta.
which is one of Heidi's characters that Daniel is.
Okay, cool.
So, and Sari, one of Shara's characters, is at the front.
Good.
Paku is gonna try and knock one with her as it comes as close as, one of them steps down or something.
Okay. Just like knock one of the insects.
Yes.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Yes. 19.
Very nice.
That's a hit.
Right. 2 damage.
Okay. That is the amount of HP it has, so...
Oh, no, wait. She has -1 from... Yeah, she has -1, so it's only a damage of 1. Only a damage of 1.
Okay.
Shoot.
That's
Yeah, it's damaged and it's stunned, knocked down.
Oh,
It,
sorry, grabs her sack and pops it on there. Catches it.
Okay. It dims the light, this greenish-white light that they give off, which is enough to see pretty clearly for about 45 feet. They're quite bright.
oh.
And you
Cool.
have it in your sack.
Okay. Got a giant firefly. Now what?
What do we do with that?
You, as you are kind of getting it into the sack, you get a closer look at it. You see that their whatever organs they have instead of eyes look like tiny human brains under this thin sheath of sort of translucent exoskeleton. And it's that part of it that is glowing, this sort of brain-like organ.
Okay. Another bright idea, anybody?
It's
So we're just
it's about this time that all of you hear a just sort of this just wet stabbing sound, and from behind you, and
Oh, no.
you turn around and you
No!
see that Greta has been impaled by some kind of wooden vine-like thing. And
No!
behind her, you see where that vine-like thing is coming from, and you see that it is coming from this huge, maybe 15-foot tall jack-o'-lantern creature with glowing eyes and mouth, and 8 spider-like vine legs, one of which has stabbed Greta, coming out from where its stem would be. And let's see, I have a image here that I can show you.
Oh, it's creepy!
And it very quickly, with its other, a couple of its other appendages, it reaches forward and just tears Greta completely asunder. And pulls the pieces back into its mouth, devouring them.
Dang it.
And then it says, terribly sorry for the necessity of such senseless violence. You are intruders here. You must immediately leave this place or be summarily destroyed. And then it crawls up the walls and disappears into the shadows.
Ah!
So who all is left now? How many characters are left?
Daniel's only got Professor. I still got 4.
I have 4.
I don't think
But
any characters have died yet.
One of mine.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he walked off the bridge.
Yes, poor smiling Jaden Smalls.
He's like, that's my
I'm
I don't know if he was smiling when he died, but
Probably not.
it's like we will remember him as screaming Jaden Smalls.
I'm kind of wondering about splitting up my characters because I'm not entirely here right now. So kind of out of sorts.
Just have them all run up and hit the big monster.
Yeah.
Right? We should just try and crawl up as far as we can and start jabbing.
Yeah.
I was thinking just the opposite, trying to wake him up and
No,
do tricks and hey, look, we're here to help you.
Maybe we should just say the name of the person we're rescuing and see what happens.
We should tie his legs together.
Wherever the creature went, it disappeared into the shadows, and it's smart enough
No.
to stay.
The big one.
The
The
Titan?
pig-like creature.
Yeah, like the huge
Yes.
sleeping creature.
Not that little thing of rope difference.
Getting height. I've got a grappling. Oh wait, never mind. It just got eaten.
Oh, she had the grappling hook?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, and we, just in case, we need to know who is now in the rear, because Greta is not in the rear anymore.
Oh crap. Probably Agatha,
Okay.
but she's keeping an eye out now.
Right?
Yeah. And, let's see. Daniel, was it Professor Oops that was good at looking for secret doors?
Yep.
I'm going to say that Professor Oops, because you already made the check, actually spots that, since you made a check before coming in, I'll just carry that over. Since nobody was thought to
Yaksha's
look for
also
them in
good
here.
at looking for doors.
Yeah. But Professor Oops actually spots a breach in the wall along the floor.
Oh dear.
There's some debris in the way, some heavy looking debris, but there is a breach there.
Guys, there's a secret door over here. Shh, shh. We start shuffling over, try to dig out some debris.
Yaksha's gonna go over and help.
Yep. Four-fingered Maggie and Greta's over there. Dig out.
Dorabella. So
All right. So
Agatha's got her sword out and is just kind of keeping watch.
Yeah, make a strength check to clear the debris.
Which is a d20 plus our strength.
Yeah,
Is that how it
D20
works?
plus strength modifier.
17 for Yaksha.
Okay, so Yaksha is able to shove the debris aside enough to make room for people to squeeze through.
Yeah.
Professor Oops is up there like, it's dirty. I only rolled a 5.
Yeah. And
From tricks, I don't do manual labor.
So you push past the debris and find yourself in a gloomy chamber that smells like autumn leaves after heavy rain. The chamber is lit by several of those same strange brain flies that you saw in the main chamber, contained in a hand-woven cage hanging in the center of the room. The room's full of debris. It looks like walking across it will be pretty difficult. To your far left, you can see a shadowy passageway, slightly curved, as it runs along the interior wall of the huge chamber that you just left. In several places down that wall, a tiny breach allows rays of the strange light from the main room to shine in.
That one goes up. Maybe we can get closer to the basket.
And, yeah.
Should we go up?
Let's do it.
Sorry, how close are we to the thing now? Or
We're in another room.
Found a secret door.
Yeah. Is the woven basket visor in big enough or detachable that we could like carry it?
It's probably small enough that you'd be able to detach it and carry it, yeah.
I don't know if we should though, because that might give away our position.
We've already got the one
Cracks in
going,
the
bud.
wall. It's in a bag though.
Yeah, you can open up the bag just a little bit, can let some of the light out,
Yeah.
like a flashlight, just directionalize it.
Yes. So sorry, I'll lead the way with the flashlight brain bug bag.
Okay.
The brain bug bag.
Let's see here. All right, so are you going to continue through this passageway?
You betcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me see. All right, so the debris-strewn hall goes forward, and you can see lights up ahead.
Does it just go forward or is it going up?
It's going forward and up.
Okay. Are they the kind of magenta light?
It's very slightly
Great.
up. It's mostly flat, but
Okay.
let's see. You were asking if it was the magenta light or
Or the green brain bug light?
it's the greenish white light from the
Okay.
brain flies.
Oh,
So
come this
just
far.
Headed forward then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, trip's a tripwire.
Oh no! We're gonna die.
And the wire snaps, a heap of wooden debris falls on Sari, showering Sari with painful branches, rocks, bits of metal. Sari takes 4 damage from the trap.
Squished! Totally
No!
squished.
Is that all Sari had? Alas.
She had 2.
She had 2. Alas, poor Sari. Goodbye, Sari.
Sorry.
Bye.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to. I promise. Oh.
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Sorry.
Oh, you're splatted.
Quickest pitches in, chimes in. By the way, I got stuff that can disarm traps and whatnot.
This is our farmer guy too.
Yeah, he's got thieves tools. I don't know if he's like proficient with them, but he like has them in the equipment. So
I just think of the Guardians of the Galaxy
You
2
should
trailer.
go for
Watch out! Sorry, guys, I tried to warn her.
Yeah, Sari is crushed under the debris.
Is the way still clear enough to get through?
Yeah, there's you'd have to check for further traps, but
Yeah, let's check.
Let's do that.
yeah,
he's got the best intelligence, or was it for
intelligence.
I guess I'll roll really quick. Is there like advantage if someone checks 2 or?
Mage can do it. Also.
Not sure what the rule on that is, but
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll just roll.
Yeah.
Mage got 16.
Okay. Yeah, no further traps down this hallway. It curves around, and you can see at the end of the curving hall there's a ladder fashioned with some lashed together branches, broken spears, twists of rope. It goes up into a rough passage into the ceiling, maybe 3 to 5 feet wide as it rises, and it goes way up. And no further traps down here. You can see that the trap was pretty primitive. If you'd been keeping an eye out for any traps, you would have probably caught the tripwire. You can see where it was attached.
What's in there?
Yeah.
Lead the way, trap scryer.
Okay. Mage go up the ladder.
Okay.
Still looking for traps as she goes along.
This vertical passage is really rough and narrow. The first ladder leads up to a second and a third, all makeshift, all a little bit rickety but serviceable. There are several tiny holes in the wall that are letting in the dim light from the main chamber. And let's see. I actually need to know the whole marching order right now. Who's in front, who's in back end, who's in the middle. So.
Okay, so Mage, I think, went up the ladder first.
Okay.
Feed us something close by, because yes.
Because he has what?
And then we could have
These tools, so in case he has to design something.
Right. So Mage
Arabella
first.
and Yaksha go after him.
Okay.
I'm in the middle.
Okay. Let's see. You have Professor Oops, and do you still have?
That's it.
Okay, you just have Professor Oops left at this
Nope.
point.
Well,
Yep.
Bungo will be by Professor Oops in the middle, and then we'll have Eleanor and Moonray in the back.
Wait! I haven't inserted my character.
Yeah, I still have Agatha too. Agatha will
Agatha
be
was
near
in-
the back, if not
Agatha
in
was
the back.
last I knew. Let's
Close
see.
in the back.
You have Bungo. Where's Bungo in all of this?
He's in the middle with
Professor.
Oops.
Okay.
He only has 1 HP.
Yeah.
I think Paku is hanging out by Professor Oops.
Okay.
And Gagrada would probably ahead of kind of, and then
Ahead of
four-fingered.
Gagrada's ahead of who?
The middle group,
Okay.
kind of behind the Forerunners, the middle.
Okay.
And then Fingered Maggie is probably behind Paku.
Okay. I think that's everybody that's still alive.
Agatha is near
All
the
shuffled
back.
them together.
Yeah, I have Agatha near the back.
Okay. Is she in the back or is she near the back?
In the back at the moment.
Okay. Just so I know where she is.
Yeah. And I think that's everyone. If Moonray is kind of near the back as well with Eleanor.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Yeah, Mage and Cletus, Arabella, and Yaksha all are continuing upward. Everyone's continuing upward, but it is about the time that those four have passed that part of the wall is torn away, and you see the glowing eyes of that pumpkin creature, and it reaches in and just grabs Bungo around the neck with one of its vines and just throws him whole into its mouth.
Oh, jeez.
Just a crunching sound and a spray of blood. Like it devours Bungo, and then it says, "Once again, I apologize and must warn you. Leave or face destruction." And then it passes back into the shadows away from where the Brainfly's light is shining.
Yeah.
Alas, poor Bungo.
Oh man.
Well, since it's a plant, I think Eleanor has the club. Yeah. Okay, Moonray is going to light her torch.
Okay.
And same with no, he has a pitchfork, so that's probably two-handed. I don't know, I figure it's like a plant, so
Yeah.
that might help. We'll just have everyone light one of their torches.
I'm gonna grab my small sack and use it like a hyperventilation bag.
Let's see. Yeah, the rest of you are allowed to continue upward. And you walk upward, climb upward through these rickety ladders, and you come up into a long, low chamber that has the offensive order of too many humans living in too small a space. Light is coming in from several tiny holes in the walls. Around the room you see a ragged group of humans, adult men and women in overworn clothing, unkempt, filthy. There is one dwarf here as well, as ragged as the rest, but he's wearing a rusty suit of scale mail, sitting at a low table against the interior wall, his back to the shaft. There are sleeping pallets around the room, a small cooking area partitioned off by a low circle of blackened rocks, several hanging bundles, 2 woven cages, holding some of those glowing giant insects. And You can see that having heard the sound of part of the wall being torn away, some of the humans in here have turned to look, and they all, like, several of them draw clubs.
Grugrata jumps up and says, "Hey, whoa. Hi, guys. What's going on?"
And they do not answer, but simply run forward, clubs raised.
Crap.
Jeez.
Let's see.
I'm the kid, I guess.
And it is initiative time.
Take it.
Yay! All right.
I like my roll better.
I got a 4.
A 4 for Sadie.
Yeah.
Natural 20 plus 3.
Ooh.
23.
Nice.
Got an 11.
It's 11 for Shara.
I got an 8.
I.
I got an 8. Yeah.
All right, and for them, I will make that go. Let's see. I'm gonna do groups for them. Let's see. So, they are rolling just terribly.
Oh, good.
Still faster than Sadie, but I don't know if rolling them in groups is going to be all that useful when they are rolling adjacent to one another anyway. Oh, there's one that's going to go faster. And okay.
Right.
All right. So I should change the music once again. This is too chill for this.
Crazy survival.
How many we have left? I got 3. And it's got
I
1.
got 3.
I have 4.
Okay, 11 left.
Yeah.
We're still over 50%.
Yeah.
Right? Fair
Same
odds.
shit.
And
Turning into the People's Crusade.
yeah, first up are Chris's characters. With a quick count, you can see that there is the dwarf, and then there are 12 of these kind of scrawnier humans that are wielding.
Ah!
A lot of people.
Nice.
Well,
You're outnumbered.
what weapon does the dwarf have? Just a club?
He has a battle axe strapped to his back.
Okay. And everyone else has clubs, right?
Yes.
Um, okay, well, Cletus is gonna go first, and we'll just try and take out the door first because the battle axe is scary.
Okay.
Ooh, 19 to hit.
I'm gonna assume that's a hit. Let me go find his stat block here.
You're not.
Yeah, yeah, that's a hit.
That would be terrible.
Just a miss.
Right.
Okay, he's got 1d8. Levi, Levi. That is a 3 damage.
Okay. All right. So you strike him, and there's a little spray of blood, and he just kind of spits and reaches for his weapon.
Does it look like it did too much damage?
Hit him again!
There's not like attack of opportunities, is there? So like if I move back or...
I'm actually not sure about that. But I don't think that's a thing.
He'll move back
Alright.
kind of to the biggest roll. Cool. Now Eleanor will attack the dwarf as well. That's not as good. 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's staff, so that sucks. It's just 1d4. Actually, in one turn, she has an oil flask with her torch. Would she be able to light that and throw it at him?
What was that? Sorry.
It says that she has an oil flask, and it says when it's ignited, she can throw it and it does 1d6 damage.
Yes, that would be... Let me see if I can find the... Yeah, I would say actually... Well, she has a lit torch, right? So
Yeah,
okay.
everyone lit their torches.
Yeah, so that would... You could ignite it and throw it, yeah.
Okay, cool. She'll do that
Okay.
and throw it at the dwarf.
All right.
Sweet.
Says save DC of 10 versus reflex.
Yeah, that is for putting out the fire to
okay.
avoid additional damage.
Okay, so it's just 1d6 fire damage for now, right?
Yes.
Woohoo! 5.
Yay!
Nice.
Dominating fast. Looks, are you muted again, Daniel?
All right, so the dwarf catches fire and very quickly begins trying to pat himself down to put out the fire.
So
And,
she will move back.
as soon as the dwarf gets the fire put out, he let me see here. Let me make sure I know what he's doing.
Is he attacking?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. He's- Yeah, he takes off the battle axe off his back and just kind of throws it down on the ground in front of him and throws up his hands.
Woohoo!
Right. Like, I give up?
Yeah.
Is she close enough to kind of grab it and pull it back and let go to the group, or would that be?
That would be like another action. So.
Okay. Okay, well, she's gonna kind of pull back a bit with the group, like still like attack mode.
Okay. Do you still have characters?
I had Moonray next.
Okay.
So she's just gonna ask, okay, why are you guys attacking us? What's going on?
Yeah. Note, though, that he's putting his hands behind his head and disarming himself. The humans are not. They're still running. Like, they're still...
Okay.
Not quite to negotiation stage yet.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm not feeling diplomatic at the moment.
Should I grab the axe or attack him?
I wonder if you get a penalty for fighting with.
I mean, I just don't want him to have the axe hitting us because that's my whole
Right? That's a very good thing to not have in their time.
Man. Sorry, just checking very quickly. Okay, yeah, she does 1d4 damage. She's going to run and did she run and kind of like grab the battle axe and like pull it back? Just
Sure, yeah.
we'll do that.
Okay.
Kind of, like kind of go with the rest of the group. Kind of.
Yeah.
Can she talk at all?
Yeah. Talking.
Okay, she'll say, "Look, we're here to help rescue some people. We don't know what's going on. We don't want to fight, but you know." That's her turn, I'm missing.
Okay.
Can anyone use a battle axe?
You have anyone else, or is that...
Nope, that's all the three.
Okay, let's see. Okay, it is the dwarf's turn. He yells something about standing down, but the rest, the humans are all just yelling, and he doesn't get through to them. Which makes it Shara's character's turn.
Put the ranks for negotiation.
Yeah, Nosephine here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'd like to. Paku has a crowbar, and I was wondering if I could pass that to Four-Fingered Maggie, if that would cost action. So attack.
Probably.
Okay. Here, I've been carrying this heavy thing for so long. Take it. And then she whips up her sling to go at the closest charging human.
Okay.
And rolls a 12.
All right, let me see.
Is it enough?
It's a hit.
Alright, 3 damage.
All right, so that is a really nasty blow, and it is not quite fatal, but it definitely looks like it was right there.
Okay. Then Four-Fingered Maggie is going to be crowbar, club style, and try and... He's still determined.
Okay.
She rolls 16.
That's a hit. You
And 4!
hitting the one that's already been struck, or another one?
Already struck.
Okay.
Finish him off.
Yeah, that is the end of that one. That is.
Flat. Okay. And then Gagrada's gonna charge in and go after another one with her. It rolls an 11.
An 11's a hit?
It is. All right.
No, is that 11 to hit? Or is that what?
That is 2 hit. Yes.
Okay, that's just a hit, I believe. Yes.
Okay. And then that's 1 damage.
Okay. Let's see.
And that's all for my guys.
Okay. It's now the turn of one of the groups of humans. And,
Did we kill one or 2 humans?
killed one and hurt another. How much damage was done with that one?
1.
One? Okay, that's what I
One.
thought. I just
Yeah.
was making sure. And let's see. All right. The 3 in this group all run forward. 2 of them go for Four-Fingered Maggie. One of them goes for Cletus. The 2 going for Maggie. 1 hits, 1 misses. And let's see. Well,
She
Maggie
only
has
has
1
one?
HP, so
She goes down.
so one of them just
50%.
yeah. One of them kills Maggie with a strong club blow. And the one that comes forward to attack Cletus misses.
Not so lucky fingers.
Maggie.
And let's see. That's that group's turn. Which makes it Daniel's character's turn. Do we still have Daniel?
Yep, still here.
Okay, just making sure.
I got
don't-
one.
I don't have video for you, so I haven't heard you for a bit. So
Murder someone.
Murder! I'm going to hold my hex doll up in the air and swing my sling and hopefully hit something.
okay.
Yes. Slinging
Freak
good.
everybody out. Throw this thing. Oh, yep, nope. That's a natural 1.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Time for a fumble.
No.
Let's see. So, what is the luck modifier?
Mine 0.
Okay, so it will just be a D4.
4.
All right. That was a sling?
Yeah.
All right. So the slings, like the pocket that you put the ammunition into, tears. The weapon is useless until repaired, which outside of combat you could take some time to repair it, but it is useless for now.
Go pick up the crowbar from
Maggie. Except I get a -2 to my melee attacks, so
Oh, shoot.
yeah.
That's
There's
a
that.
bummer.
I take the hex doll, look at its face, and go, "How dare you!"
And that's all you've got, right? That's,
Yep.
Professor Oops is.
Oops.
All right, it is now the time for all the rest of the humans that are standing,
Ah!
as they all act right now.
One of us.
Let's see. One of them runs forward towards Mage and misses. One runs for Arabella and misses. One runs for Professor Oops and fumbles natural one.
Yay! The hex is working.
Let's see what is. All right, fumble. And then it'll be. They trip and have to make a reflex save, and manage to catch themselves. They don't actually fall over, but
Oh man.
comes close.
close.
Let's see, that's 3 of them so far.
Yeah.
All right, another one runs forward to Gagrada and misses. They are rolling all 3s and 4s right now. Except for that one. One runs forward for Moonray and misses. And let's see, one runs at Agatha, hits. Let's see. Agatha has 3 HP.
Uh-huh.
So let's find out if Agatha can survive this. Unfortunately, Agatha is killed because that was exactly 3 damage.
No.
I'm out.
Valiant fall.
Let's see, 2 more of them. One goes for Paku. Misses. They were rolling like crap, and you guys are very lucky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy
One goes for Yaksha, because nobody's... And just misses. But only just. Which now makes it Sadie's character's turn.
Okay.
Murder him.
Right.
They're all just gonna attack the humans that came to them.
Okay.
Yaksha got a 10.
Alright, that is a hit.
Okay. And deals... Let me reroll that. 4 damage with her stick.
Yes.
That's one of them dead. Goes down.
Go super stick.
Arabella gets a 3. Or no, a 2.
A 2 to hit.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Oh, not good.
And Mage gets a 12.
That is a hit.
And Mage is the one I'm not right. Yeah. Oh wait, that's a 4.
Come in.
That's 4 damage.
Alright, that's another one down.
Nice.
You did, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go Team Sadie. Woo.
Actually, that is... Yeah, 3 dead. Okay, I was... And one that has been slightly wounded.
Wait.
Those are your characters, correct?
Yep, those are all my characters.
All right, that brings us back around to Chris's character's turn.
Okay.
This is going to just attack one that's not wounded.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Oh!
All right, let's see. Critical hit. You will roll a d4, I believe. Yes, a d4
Extra.
plus your luck modifier.
In addition to the damage, or?
Not damage, this is the crit table.
Okay, so my luck?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a -1 modifier. So
Okay, so a d4 minus 1.
that is 2.
Okay. So you jab this one in the eye and deal an extra d4 damage with this strike.
Ooh, nice.
No, stop. I need these there. Okay, that is 11 damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
So, what weapon are you using for that?
This pitchfork, but it's a spear.
Okay, I'm gonna say that actually is a double kill. That you actually like managed to basically spear a couple with that.
Nice.
He'll just say, "Mama says to respect women."
Cletus is the MVP of the night so far.
Right?
Man.
He's just that's pitchfork.
Okay, now I'll go for Eleanor if she has a staff.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna go after the one that's already damaged.
Okay.
That is a. What's it? Okay, so that's a 13 to hit.
That is a hit.
That's a 4.
Make sure when you roll damage that you add your strength modifiers, like to damage, even if it's negative. It might take away a little bit, but
Yeah, most of mine are just 0.
yeah,
Right.
so it's not a huge difference for most. But
The one that's already damaged.
yes, and that is that 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that down to 1 HP
Oh,
on that one.
stubborn.
And
Okay. Moonray. 19 plus 1, so 20 to hit.
oh, that's definitely a hit. Who is Moonray going for? One of the
The
undamaged
one
ones?
yeah, the one who's on that store.
The one that's already been damaged then?
Yeah,
Okay.
the 4, but
Yeah, so it's like a kill no matter what. 1 HP left. So. Alright, there are 6 of them and the dwarf remaining.
And the dwarf is still not aggressing.
No, the dwarf is still holding his hands behind his head, and let's see, how many of you guys are left alive at this point?
I have
3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Okay. So they're
9.
yeah, they're outnumbered, and the others are looking scared enough that they actually quiet down enough that they can hear the dwarf say, it's like, stand down, there are too many of them. And so they all drop their clubs at this point.
Grata goes, was that really necessary?
And the dwarf just kind of like shrugs and says, can't blame us for trying, people gotta eat.
These bugs aren't good eating?
Not edible. For us,
Mage
anyway.
goes over to Agatha and pulls out her rations and is like, you can divide this amongst you.
And although the humans that are left definitely greedily crowd around, the dwarf just kind of shrugs and says, It's very kind of you. Won't last very long.
Something at least.
Why are you here? This is a terrible place to stay and live.
Absolutely. I'd rather not be here, but as a survivor, me and my band of followers got duped into a suicide mission by this lady in blue. Wish I'd stayed in the mines of my homeland, never wished for anything else. Wouldn't have ended up here.
We were called by the lady in blue too.
Yeah.
Hate everything she is, everything she stands for, whatever it is.
Yeah. Honor and glory.
So, the pumpkin monster, why hasn't it eaten you? Saying that we had to leave.
The Cur Maxima, it's not really interested in us. We've gone native. We more or less like everything else in here at this point. It doesn't care about us. We're not outsiders anymore.
So why'd you stop working towards out of here?
No way out, near as I can tell.
Did you find or did you hear about it?
Hear about what?
A prisoner from the Lady in Blue?
Well, yes, we were sent here for a purpose, but things have been ugly. Haven't been able to do much between the Titan down there, the Cur Maxima, and although the Titan isn't much as long as you leave it alone, for whatever reason, it stays asleep most of the time.
Well, my people are keeping a very close eye out, but
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah. I would say, it being 1 a.m, we probably should stop for the night,
Probably a good spot.
especially where Sadie's really not feeling good.
Yeah.
But we can come back to this another time. I'm enjoying this.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really different.
It's really different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a different emotional thing with like, characters dropping all over the place.
Oh, it's fun to do without accent. Oh,
It's like, you don't try to get attached to anybody until after they've gained a level. It's just and even then it's still dangerous, but
Right.
Oh man.
But yeah, before we go, I'll just say that the dwarf introduces himself as Carlos Gend. Explains that he's been surviving here for years. He's been the de facto leader of these people. He's a lot more lucid than any of them are. They've pretty much been surviving by scrounging and collective cannibalism because there's not really anything else to eat after a certain point.
Nice.
So
have they been raiding multiple parties?
On the occasions that others arrive, they will generally cull the weaklings, imprison them, store them for later. Basically, the strong ones will be welcomed as new members.
So how? I think I was upstairs with Levi. How did we get like into the cave? Was it the secret door?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a secret passageway that was blocked by some debris.
Okay, so basically we can just go back out the hole with all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like you,
Cool.
you can.
We're leaving, Pumpkin Man. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we should probably call it here.
Sounds
night.
good.